YouTube, what it do, what the business is. This is your boy, Ron, aka Moneybag Shorty, back with some more sports news. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So what we got going on right now in the WNBA, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the only thing that's really going on right now besides boxing and UFC. They are in a dispute with the players in the league about what they're getting paid. So, coming around to the All-Star WNBA All-Star game, it was clips rolling around. They was having fun. They was doing their thing. They was in clubs. They was partying. You know what I'm saying? They got their own, basically their own, you know what I'm saying, little world that they involve in. And it's dope. You feel what I'm saying? I think the WNBA has came a long way um, with its pioneers and with the new age players, right? So, at first, like even last year, it was like brought to the you know, sent to the front of the classroom that they wasn't getting the same type of, you know what I'm saying, perks that NBA players was getting, as in for flights, hotels, just accommodations, facilities and things like that. That the men's side of athletics or basketball players do receive. Now, since I want to say Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, heavily on the Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese did play a part of it, but Caitlin Clark has, you know what I'm saying, she's the, you know what I'm saying, the golden girl when it comes down to like viewership. People actually going to watch, you know what I'm saying, women's basketball and things of that nature because of her style of play. Because it's similar to Stephen Curry's, right? It's changing, it's revolutionizing women's basketball. You know what I'm saying? You have to guard her once she passes half court, right? So viewership goes up, money goes up, TV deals goes up. Now they want a part of that. You know what I'm saying? They're making billions, we want to make millions. Right? So during the WNBA All-Star game, the players walked out with these shirts right here, as you can see. And you got Caitlin Clark gonna pay us what you owe us. I mean, you gotta look, and I can see why people feel the way they do. She's only been in the league for 2 years. Angel Reese only been in the league for 2 years. Paige Becker's only been in the league for a year. Who owe you what? You have to contribute to the league, to the game. You know what I'm saying? What you do in college is what you do in college. I'm talking about for the younger players. Yes, you bought viewership, but it's like after 1 to 2 years, it's kind of hard for people to, you know what I'm saying, vouch with you. I'm just speaking from a general, a person, a regular person, general. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, from the player perspective, it's a lot different. It's like we putting our bodies on the line every day, every other day, practicing, you know what I'm saying, recovery, all these type of things, training, working on our game. And we brought a new light to women's basketball, which is true. But to the average person that's been watching women's basketball for umpteenth years, they're looking at the players, the newer players that are doing it and looking like, now if this was Diana Taurasi, Lisa Leslie, all of these pioneer players that's vouching for the younger players, I think it would make it look better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think that now, do they deserve to get paid more than 80,000 a year? I think that was that was the national, or that was like the salary that you'll look up on the internet. Like, what's a female back? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a successful truck driver getting 80,000 a year. That's like that's not like for a person, a pro athlete that's going out there putting their body on the line every other day, training, practicing, you know what I'm saying, going from city to city. Yes, is it perks that go along with it? I think but at the same time, I think that it's the youngins that's a little bit more boastful than the players that's putting in the paint. In my opinion, do they deserve to get paid? Yes. Now let's read and see how much they're trying to get paid. So, but as New York Post article in October pointed out, the WNBA was set to lose $40 million last season, and the NBA owners were starting to get frustrated by it. I guess the WNBA and the NBA are in cahoots. So like I guess they're like business partners or whatever the case. Even though it's a separate league, I feel like the NBA owns nearly 60%. Okay, I didn't know that, but now I know. and the owners were pressing Commissioner Adam Silver for answers on when they can expect a return on their investment. There's a lot of money coming into the league over the next few years with the new 11-year media rights deal worth over $2.2 billion. That's what I'm saying. Once viewership went up, which is due to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, these new age players that has taken the league by storm. We was watching them in college basketball, and that Final Four, that great Final Four, I guess 2 years ago, Juju Watkins' rookie year, when it was Angel Reese and LSU, Caitlin Clark in Iowa, USC and Juju Watkins and Paige Beckers and UConn. Like that will always forever be an iconic Final Four or Elite Eight 2 years ago. But it's different because some of them females was coming into the league getting paid more than what the league was actually paying their players off endorsements deals and NIL. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I just don't think that, my personal opinion, I don't think that the league is strong enough to go for a lockout. That's where it's heading to. When I mean strong enough, for a league to go to a lockout, your sport has to be one of the top maybe 3 or 4 demanding sports that's being watched. People cannot live without football. You feel what I'm saying? If it's a lockout, they're gonna want that. Like, they're gonna want their football. Basketball is up there too. The NBA is up there too. At one point in time, baseball was up there too. It was like, that's America's first, you know what I'm saying, sport. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just like, if you in a foreign country, like football, kickball, soccer, that is their go-to sport. So taking, you know what I'm saying, a league lockout means more when your league has leverage. I mean, I feel like the WNBA and the players that's in it now, they feel like they have leverage because of the viewership that they brought. But it's only been a year. It's only been a year. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, who's this, like, what they got, a CBA or like when you know, every like 4 or 5 years, 6 years, there's an NFLPA, there's an NBA, whatever it is, when they go back and they discuss, like, you know what I'm saying, certain things that go on within the league, as in being paid. What do the players want? What do the owners want? What do, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So if I could, let me see real quick. Let's go to Google. WNBA. What do they have? A WNBA? Is it WNBA PA meeting? WNBA CBA, WNBA CBA. So they should have a CBA, WNBA CBA negotiation. Let's see here. When is the next WNBA CBA bargaining agreement? Collective bargaining agreement. The WNBA and the WNBA PA. So I was right, though. It is a PA. Are currently in negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement. The CBA, the current CBA is set to be expired on October 31st, 2025. Oh, okay then. Oh, it makes sense though, because this is the year to do it. This is the year to do it, for the simple fact that this is the negotiation year. But I don't think they have enough leverage. I don't. Just to be honest, I don't think y'all have enough leverage, for the simple fact that y'all have only built up this viewership in a year, maybe a year in a couple of months. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's still like fresh. What, it like halfway through the WNBA 2025 season, right? So it's like, so you got to maybe a year and a half of great ratings. You have new up and coming players. One thing you have to take in consideration is female ball players still have to stay 4 years in college. That's a thing. That's a thing though. Like, that's really a thing, because you got superstars sitting in college for 4 years when if you can knock that down to two and get those superstars in the WNBA as quick as possible and develop them, you might have a better point. Your league will start to be filled with stars. You'll have stars on different teams that can carry different teams. If you look at the WNBA, it's probably about two players, maybe two or three players that can carry a team. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, and but that's a collective in New York with the Liberty. There's not another dominant player that you could say is the face of the league. I mean, if you want to look at Caitlin Clark, she's just popular, but she's not the face of the WNBA. Angel Reese, she's just popular. She's not the face of the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Is she a potential superstar? We don't know yet. You feel what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, yes, is a potential superstar because she has the potential to take that team by storm. That'll be her team. It'll be her style. People are coming to see her and the way she played the game. Then you got Asia Wilson, a three-time MVP, two-time, whatever it is. Like, she has the accolades, she has the fame, she has everything. That is the face of the WNBA. But the thing that's different with the WNBA and the NBA is that it's so many athletes. You know what I'm saying? It's so many athletes that can be the face of the league. That just means that the NBA is rich in talent, is rich in viewership. They can say it's down however they want to. People are watching the NBA, whether it's you still in cable, you watching it, the highlights, whatever the case may be. It's not. Don't just think of TV ratings. It's different ways to watch a basketball game. Period. This is the day and age we live in. You got to look at apps, all types of shit. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't think that the WNBA players they should get paid, but what they're asking for, I don't think it's a lot. But it's kind of like how I think that they gonna come at it is like, can y'all keep it up? That's the question. Do we drop y'all this money? What happens when we drop y'all this money? You feel what I'm saying? Can y'all keep up the viewership? Are people still going to tune in? Are y'all, that's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? The two sides begun discussion on October 21st of 2025, according to the Yahoo Sports. A major point of contention, is player salaries, with players seeking seven-figure salaries, according to Yahoo Sports. So y'all want millions. Yeah, instead of y'all, some of y'all, I don't know. I don't know y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. What athletes are getting paid today is stupid. Not like stupid, like as in a bad way, but like it's just a lot of money. Look at some of those NBA contracts. Go look at a Jason Tatum contract, a Jaylen Brown contract, Oklahoma City. Look at them players. Look at their contract that just won a chip. You dig what I'm saying? They getting paid $200 million, $300 million. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't think they asking for that. I think they asking maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. What, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million? I don't think that's bad. But that 5 million gonna turn to 10, that 10 gonna turn to 20, that 20 gonna turn to, 50, that 50 gonna turn to 100. And it's just like, is y'all league gonna sustain this type of viewership, bruh? That's the thing that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. The WNBA commission has expressed optimism with an agreement will be reached by the deadline. However, players have publicly stated their dissatisfaction with the league initial proposal, calling them unsustainable. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, baby steps. I would say baby steps. If y'all getting 80,000, 90,000, ask for 500,000. But it all starts. I ain't even gonna say that. I take that back. It all starts with your top player, your superstar. Whatever Asia Wilson gets, they say they do this new deal, right? Everything. Who is the bar? Who is the bar? The bar is set at whoop-de whoop. If Asia Wilson gets a $10 million contract, gets a new CBA, next year she's eligible to get a new contract. She gets a $10 million contract. That's the bar. Everybody falls under her. She's the best player in the league. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody falls under her. That's the bar. Until somebody comes and outdoes what she do, or is, say if a Juju Watkins comes to the league and she is just amazing. And she wins an MVP, two MVPs, a title, a world championship. She's that newer face. She could be the potential face of the league. She might get a $20 million deal. That's how you, boom. But it all starts with whoever the best player is. That's going to be the bar. That's Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think it's far fetched? No. But do I think they have the leverage to pull it off? No. And then it's like, what you going to do if you don't? Are you going to do a lockout? Are y'all not going to play? It's like, I don't think that people would miss women's basketball as much as another sport. You know what I'm saying? When the NFL did they lockout, like people were going to miss football. They're going to want their football. So like, it's either be mad with the fans, y'all going to miss this money, or y'all going to give these players what they want so y'all can make some more money. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got the NBA. The NBA was on the rise when, you know what I'm saying, through the 80s, the 90s. Well, the 80s, it was down until Bird and Magic, but then you had Jordan. And so it was like when they went to their lockout or whatever, which was, I think, early 2000s or something like that, the NBA was at a high. Like, it was in popular demand. You feel what I'm saying? Even with the MLB, with baseball, with their lockout, like baseball has always been in a high demand until you know what I'm saying, coming into the 2010s and on. Even the early 2000s and stuff like that, people was really, really into baseball until baseball kind of fell off after these other sports came around. Well, not around, but they started to get more. You know what I'm saying? People want to play more of these sports, which is the NFL and the NBA, football, basketball, which is predominantly, you know what I'm saying, black, 70% black in the NFL, about 80 to 90% black in the NBA. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they can, you know what I'm saying, get their shit together, but it's like,
This is one of the most successful All-Star weekends we have ever seen in this league, and we know what we're talking about. We've all been covering it for nearly 2 decades, but something important happened before the game. As you know,
I think she's a really good player.
Bargaining agreement is under discussion right now between the league and their players. And before the game, the players came out without their warm-ups on with shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us." There is a feeling among the players, as they expressed in their meeting on Thursday, that they want to have a piece of the revenue. It has been record-sharing revenue for the WNBA. This is one of the most.
Like I said, I don't feel like that. It like I gotta see what they asking for. 11-year media rights deal worth 2.2 million. 3 expansion teams that each paid 250 million in fees, and many new. Yeah, they're gonna have 3 new teams. When's the last time a WNBA made profit? Generally asking. They're at how was not one of them aware that bringing absolutely no money? What entitlement are they asking to pay? Like, where does the money they went come from? Another, like, when is the last time the WNBA made a profit? Generally asking, the league doesn't turn the profit. I guess they're playing for free. I don't think they're playing for free. No, isn't WNBA losing money every year? Their league loses tons of money. They should be paying the league to play. That's crazy. They have no shame. I don't think, like, nah, bro. According to Sports Illustrated, WNBA salaries roughly range from a minimum of 66. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I thought it was like 80. Yeah, I thought it was like the average was like around like 80,000 a year. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let's break. You gotta break it down to performance and what type of player you are. If you, cause you got bench players on the NBA that's probably like thousandaires. They probably make like 100,000, maybe 200,000. If you like maybe like what the 9-man, 10-man, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you don't even see the floor like that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and I could be wrong about that. It might be even less than that. You know what I'm saying? You got some players that'd rather go overseas than be the 9th or 10th man in the NBA just because they pay more. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you're like, it all starts with the best player in the league. Let's see. Okay, you got Akari. I know who Shorty is that played for the Dallas Wings. The highest average annual salary in the WNBA, which is 200. She should be getting. That's what I'm saying. It's okay. I think it starts with the best player. That's what they're gonna do. So the players can supplement their income through commercial deals, and it's thought Clark, the Indiana Fever sensation, earned $11 million in 2024. So they basically like, okay, but that's a new thing though. Them coming in there with money, NIL deals, and all that name, image, and likeness was a new thing, right? If that's why I said that they don't really have the leverage because you've only done it for a year. It's not like you know what I'm saying, we've had this type of viewership for 5 years and beyond, and y'all just robbing us. Y'all just started getting this type of viewership last year. That's where I see y'all like there's no leverage into what y'all, I mean, is it what y'all asking for? Is it a far fetched? No. Is it the right thing to do? Yes. But you got to look at it as like, if you do this lockout, are people going to miss the WNBA? Like, oh, it's just going to be like, are y'all going to, let me ask you this. Are y'all going to miss playing in front of y'all fans more or before they miss, you know what I'm saying, having a league? That's going to be the question if they go for the lockout. Do your sport weigh viewership way more than them missing out on the money they could be making? And I think they want to capitalize on the new viewership. That's why they got 3 new teams coming to the WNBA. But it's kind of like, let's get the new teams in. Let's get this year under our belt. Maybe one more year. And then it's like, now we want millions. But I mean, that's just how I see it. But I mean, is you got players that, don't get me wrong, that's been playing in this league for a long time, and they've been making what they've been making, and they fed up with this shit, which is cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get it. But it's like looking at it, you got to look at it from day in, like from the people that y'all going up against with this negotiation. It's like, we just started seeing this. Can we get the teams in here first? Can we get the deals done first? Then we can start. But it's the right time to do it though from the NBA, from the WNBA players, because of this is a negotiating year. October 20. This is a CBA year. So I don't know. My opinion, you know what I'm saying? I hope they get their money, but do they have leverage? No. But you know what I'm saying, anything is possible. Hopefully it don't come to a lockout. Hopefully it don't. But I mean, these is kind of crazy though. These is kind of like, these little comments right here is kind of crazy. And I can see why certain fans would be mad, especially when it's like some of the youngins that's at the forefront of it, and everybody going, you know, so they going, when you in a league, it's still a fraternity. NBA, NFL, even a sport. If you were like, and just if you love a sport, you grew up playing it, and you just, you know what I'm saying, you're going to always ride with the players, bro. But at the same time, y'all just started seeing this, bro. I just started it. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully they, you know what I'm saying, they get it done. And they can start making that goo-wop. You dig? Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this situation.